field of inquiry, no matter what it is established by some array of questions that we pose. And as any researcher knows, asking the right questions is often the hardest part of the task. If you can do it, you may have won more than half the battle. The right questions are those that open up a program of inquiry that leads to insight into problems that are worth understanding. There's no shortage of wrong questions, and in fact they come in many varieties. I'll return to some of them later on. Finding the right questions is harder. Often the right questions are very simple. They invite us to become surprised about perfectly ordinary things, things that we had taken for granted. A classic example of this is the scientific revolution of the 17th century, which essentially set off modern natural sciences. If we're satisfied that an apple falls to the ground because the ground is its natural place and things seek their natural place, then the world will remain a complete mystery. If we're willing to find the fact surprising and puzzling, and the properties of the motion as well, then the door is opened to naturalistic inquiry in the modern sense, particularly if we're willing to adopt what the physicist Steven Weinberg once called the Galilean style, that is, to search for hidden realities that lie behind the misleading and largely irrelevant flux of phenomena. The 17th century also initiated a revolution in psychology, a fact that's less known, or what we nowadays, some people nowadays call cognitive science. And that revolution was also initiated by a crucial act of imagination of a rather similar sort, and specifically by the unwillingness to be satisfied by certain obvious common sense accounts of ordinary things that had long been taken for granted.